hey friends, welcome to another vlog. I am out running some errands. I need to get some groceries. Honestly, I have not really done a proper meal plan. So do I do the groceries now? I don't know. But getting some things done. And I also promised myself I would not buy a fancy coffee. So I brought some coffee from home. It is so good. So as we're heading into summer, and it's definitely, I'm wearing long sleeves. I don't know what I was thinking. It is warm, but it was going to rain. So I was like torn on what to wear. Anyway, it's getting warmer where I live. And as I'm looking at my like summery warm weather clothes, I definitely feel like it's time for a refresh. And so I'm excited to be partnering with Nordstrom Rack. I'm literally parked right outside my local Nordstrom Rack. I'm going to go in, I'm going to see what I can find for summer. I want things that fit me well. I feel like a lot of my clothes that I've had like last summer, I remember feeling like things were either way too big on me or way too small. So that's one of my goals. I've loved Nordstrom Rack for so long because they have all of these huge big name brands. I think they said that 90% of the brands you find at Nordstrom Rack are found at Nordstrom. So these are big name brands, but you're getting insane deals. The percentages off that you're saving are wild. But I feel like every time I go in store, I find so many different things, so many cute pieces. So we're going to go in, we're going to see what we can find. I'm going to try it all on for you guys too. Yay. They always have the cutest purses, the cutest wallets. How fun is that? I love how small that is. Ooh. They always have the cutest jewelry too. Like, oh my gosh, how cute is that? Love these chunky gold hoops right there. Oh my gosh. How adorable are these dresses for spring and summer? I can't decide between these two colorways though. Oh my gosh, wait, these are cute too. I love this top. So cute. Ooh. Okay, first thing that I picked up from Nordstrom Rack is this adorable dress from the brand Abound. They have so many different colors. I did end up going with this cute gingham print, but doesn't this just like feel like summer to you? I'd probably pair this with some biker shorts as well, just because it is a little shorter than I would typically go. I just absolutely love this shirt. I just think the crochet kind of sweater material, the colors with it is so cute. And then I paired it with these stretchy, comfy, kind of cargo short-esque. I feel like the inseam is a little bit longer, but that's super comfy, especially if I'm running around with the kids. You can kind of do a French tuck with it if you want. Comfy, but still cute. I feel like this is something I would wear a lot, especially spring into summer, but definitely in the summer too. Okay, a little athleisure for you. I love the Z by Zella brand. These are a Skort. And I mean, I'm a big fan, but these are wildly stretchy, super comfortable. And then this top is a Z by Zella, like activewear top. I feel like it would be so comfortable to work out in, go on a run in, but I would also wear this to the grocery store or to the zoo with my kids. Like it's kind of serving multiple purposes. And I love that. And I love how flowy and breezy this top is. So this little dress I paired with these sandals I picked up at Nordstrom Rack as well. I feel like these sandals will just be one of my go-tos. They'll match so much. Aren't they cute? I love this brown like saddle color. But this dress I feel like is great because it's slightly dressy but not super dressy. So I could really wear it to a range of different events. And it's really comfortable. It's flowy. I could throw a sweater cardigan on it if it's a chilly night or maybe spring, fall, like transition season. And I loved the pattern on it. So yeah, love a good striped tee. This one is the right amount of loose. It is the right weight. It's not super thin. It's not super thick. I paired it with these olive green shorts. These are the same exact style as the ones I had on earlier, just a slightly different color. But you could tuck it in the front if you want. You could wear it with, you know, like a belt, whatever. I just feel like this kind of outfit is exactly what I would wear most summer long with the kids, whether we're going to a park, maybe like I said, going to the zoo, that kind of thing. I can move in it, it's comfy, it's stretchy, but I think it's still kind of cute, you know? I mean, athletic dresses are one of my favorite finds of the past few years. I am very particular though. I like it to be a little bit flowier in the midsection here. Of course, they all have built-in shorts. This one, however, is the first one I've owned that has this back area. It's like connected in the front, but not the back. So guess what? Makes going to the restroom much, much easier, ladies. That is huge. Yeah, I just love a classic black. Again, you could dress this, like make it really cute with a jean jacket, or you can just be playing at the park in this. I just feel like athletic dresses are so comfy, especially when you find one that you love. So any of the products I just tried on from Nordstrom Rack, I will have linked below for you if you want to shop them. I'll also include the size I got, my sizing information if that is helpful to you. Like I said, you can shop in store. You can also shop at your local Nordstrom Rack. It is so fun to go in store, see what they have to offer. I hope this was enjoyable for you as you're maybe thinking about your own summer wardrobe, what you have, maybe some holes in your wardrobe you'd like to fill. Definitely check out Nordstrom Rack for that. Thank you so much, Nordstrom Rack, for sponsoring this video. Y'all, it is the grayest, rainiest day ever. Also, I just feel like I haven't had the energy lately to take care of those little projects that need to be taken care of. And each one would probably only take 5 minutes, but I just can't be bothered right now. So we're just coming off the weekend, and it was a busier weekend, but I feel like I still had some ample time to get some of those things done. And guess what? I didn't. So anywho, I've got about 15 minutes left. I need to talk to my accountant about I need to forward a couple businessy, boring, things that I'm not sure what to do with. So hopefully they do. This is what happens when you switch accounting firms. I have switched accounting firms. This is my third one in like 5 years. And it's been a long journey. I have realized though, the rule of threes, assuming I'm even using that term correctly, the third one really is the charm. That's really what I want to say. Because I have gone through like 3 pediatricians. The third one was the charm. 3 accounting firms. I feel like the third one is the charm. 3 chiropractic care type places. The third one was the charm. Like, it's just kind of funny. I'm like, I don't know. Anyway, I've just been thinking about that a lot lately, how I really have tried a lot of different versions of the same things. And every time the third one was always the best. Have you noticed that for yourself? Perhaps you're listening and you're like, I'm on the second one of something. And now I'm wondering if I should try the third because maybe it'll be better. Maybe it will be. Maybe it won't be. Anyhow, so I'm going to get that done and I might grab a sparkling water to head home with. Well, good morning. I just got a grocery order in. I did end up meal planning kind of quickly with Tyler last night after we got the kids to bed. And he's been in such a mood. We both like to cook, so we kind of trade off making dinner. And he has been in such a cooking mood. And for Christmas, I got him like a smoker. You know what I mean? A like grill smoker. It's finally warm enough for him to like have it out. And so he's been playing with it, grilling on it, etc. But he hasn't gotten to smoke a lot. It's the kind of smoker, I don't know enough of the difference. It's the kind of smoker that you can also use as a grill. Can they all do that? I don't know. Anyway, but he's been watching like master classes on smoking. That sounds funny. Anyway, all of that to say, he's excited. So we've gotten some things that he wants to grill / smoke out there that I'm very excited about, because things like pulled pork and oh my gosh, like so good. Actually, we don't have pork for that though today. He wants to do a meatloaf. He found a recipe. It's Alton Brown and it's meatloaf on the smoker. I'm like, listen, meatloaf is one of my favorite foods in the whole wide world. So very excited to try that out too. So let me kind of lay this all out and I'll show you a quick little grocery haul. Yay. So this was a week that we really needed a lot. So it worked out really well to order it online because this would have been a long grocery sojourn. Yeah, the kids needed some more toothpaste. We got some tomato paste and a jalapeno and onions for a recipe. We like the powdered peanut butter to throw in our smoothies from time to time. And then always nice, I kind of restocked on things like All-Stars or SpaghettiOs for quick lunches for the kids. Summer's around the corner. Same thing, quick lunch, little mac and cheese. And then some more recipe things. We had 2 cans of black beans, which I feel like I like to have black beans on hand anyway. And then 2 things of cream corn. I'm going to make my favorite slow cooker dish. It's like a dump and go, easiest thing ever with chicken. It's Mexican street corn chicken chowder. It is so easy. It is unbelievably delicious. We make it at least once a month. I'll link the recipe below. You will love it. Anyway, so those are for that. Also got green chilies for that same recipe. And then these are for another recipe. Got black olives. These are nice. First of all, I just love black olives. I will eat them on anything. I'll put them in a wrap. I'll put them on a taco. in a taco bowl, but nice to have those on hand. Got some hummus. The kids have been vibing on orange juice lately. It's funny, we don't typically keep juice in the house just because I don't know, they didn't really grow up drinking it a bunch, so I don't intentionally buy it. But we had orange juice recently and they just loved it. So I'm like, all right, I'll get orange juice again. So grapeseed oil is for, I think Tyler needed this for treating our cast iron, if I'm correct. And then we also were out of balsamic vinegar. We love to have this with olive oil and dip like nice bread in. Cottage cheese, always so good. We got some almond milk. It's hard to find organic almond milk, but I was excited to try this one recently. Fairlife chocolate milk. We like to use this in our creamy. We'll just pour this. And that's enough. And that'll make like homemade frozen yogurt kind of, you know what I mean? There's lots of different, like you can put like sugar-free pudding mix in with it and it tastes even better. You can put cocoa, but yeah, this is a great base for the creamy. And then we got some milk from Fairlife. I was just about out of half and half for my coffee. Am I going too slow or too fast? I don't know. Zucchini, I'm gonna make my favorite bulgogi bowls, and that calls, I do it with tofu, zucchini, shredded carrots, and some rice, and then I make like a sauce with it. We got some apples, yogurt, fruit and grain bars. I gotta be honest, I was craving this. I feel like I ate these all the time as a kid. Undoubtedly, they're loaded with sugar. But when I was placing this order, it was suggested, and I was like, oh my gosh, that sounds amazing. So mini cheese crackers, quick little snack. These are actually, first of all, oh my gosh, can't wait to try these. But these are actually for that meatloaf. Isn't that weird? I don't know. Tyler, I was like, you know that it calls for chips in the meatloaf? He was like, really? As I was adding these like ingredients to the grocery list. So yeah. So I'm excited to try these, but we're gonna use some of those in the meatloaf. I'll have to report back. Honey Nut Cheerios. I mean, you know, come on. These are our favorite in-wash scent boosters. Since everything else we use is fragrance-free, this adds a little light scent to it that we love. This is actually for smoothies. I just throw this in the freezer. Some vanilla yogurt, shredded cheese for that crock pot meal, avocado. Oh my gosh, this on an English muffin lately, I have just loved. I mean, not even lately, for like the past few years. Sour cream, tofu, like I said, we always get the extra firm if you want it to be kind of chicken-like, if you will. Extra firm is the way to go. Chicken broth, and then some of these fruit and veggie pouches. And then this is for the meatloaf recipe, some ground beef and some ground pork. We have loved the salad topper the past few years. Oh my gosh, you guys, if you can find this. It is such a powerhouse of like edamame. What do they have? Cranberries, cashews, sunflower seeds. Adds the most delicious crunch on a salad. Oh my gosh. So good. And then got some croutons, some granola, vanilla yogurt with granola right now. Oh my gosh. Eggs. I actually ordered an 18 pack, but they were out. So got a 12 pack. Probably our most expensive purchase here. We were out of garlic powder. Is that everything? I think so. Yeah, there's our little grocery haul if you were interested. So I'm gonna go do a workout. I'm not sure what I wanna do today yet though. Yesterday I did like a interval, like running, jogging type thing. And then a little bit of like 10 minutes of just like lifting some weights, like an arm workout, you know, while listening to Taylor Swift. So today I'm like, I might kind of take it a little easier and do something more low key, but still good for me, like a power walk, or like they have hikes, like hiking classes where it's like a lot of, what's it called? Incline. Anyway, so I'm gonna see what I get into. So for those curious, I have kept up with my 5 mornings a week workouts. Now, so Felicity recently graduated to a big girl bed. I say again, keep your child in a crib as long as it's safely possible to do so. But Felicity, she was at that point, I mean, I told you guys months ago, she figured out how to crawl to the crib, so we lowered the mattress like to the floor, like we did all the things, you guys. Sleep sack, that worked really well for a while. So if you're like ever getting this spot, so we really did push it as long as we could, but now we're like, all right, she was getting out every time, like, so she got her big girl bed, which was Gigi's old big girl bed that still uses like the crib mattress size. So it's been interesting. She's up all the time. But I say all of that to say my early morning workouts, like before the kids were up, is no longer because she is up before I could possibly wake up before her. Do you know what I mean? So I've kind of let that go, but I still want to do it in the morning. So once we get them fed breakfast, Tyler gets back from the gym. He typically goes to the gym. He'll get back,
kind of take over breakfast so that I can come down here. Now, actually, everything's been pushed back because I showed you the groceries, and I feel like our schedule's just a little bit wild today. But that's generally how it has worked, and it's worked pretty well. You know, when you are in a groove with something and it's worked so well, and then something changes and you have to completely change the schedule that was working really well. I feel like I've realized I really do struggle with that. Like there's always a few week period where mentally I'm battling it, and then finally I acquiesce. So I think I'm at the acquiescence part where I've accepted this is the new schedule for now. And what's funny is summer's around the corner, and then Gigi will be home all the time, and it's just gonna be different anyways. All right, so I'm gonna work out, but that's the updates on that. Also, I wanted to say, these are my Hokas that I absolutely love. I just got at Christmas time. They have ripped off the bottom. I don't know if you can see. I pretty much only wear these inside. I've run outside in them a little bit. No, I don't even think I have, now I'm thinking about it, because it was winter. But yeah, like the bottom, these things are like peeling up and ripping off. It's the weirdest thing. I don't know if it's the rubber that I'm on all of the time or what, but either way, I'm like, I feel like these should last longer than a couple months. I've had Hoka pairs that have lasted me years, and these are not cheap shoes. So I feel like I need to, I don't know. I gotta find, Tyler's won the bottom for me, so I need to get him to dig out the like receipt so that I can maybe contact them and ask like, do you guys have a warranty? I don't know. Is that a weird thing, a warranty on shoes? But don't you feel like, I mean, it's May, 5 months, like these very expensive running shoes should last way longer than 5 months. So anyway, okay, dilly-dally. Okay, got one in. I am trying to do thermal rollers. So these are, I mean, they're just rollers, but they, I guess, have ceramic on the inside. So in theory, they should be a little more, like it'll hold the heat. I'll kind of hit it with the blow dryer. And it's supposed to just give, not like necessarily curls, but just like bouncy volume. I have been wanting to try this for forever. So here we are. I did also get like little clips to hold them in place, and I figure, oh geez, that was terribly done. I'm very new to this, okay? I did see a bunch of TikToks that were saying to, oh my gosh, basically have, it looked like the right side, you curl it under, and the left side, they were curling it the other way, and it ended up looking like they both came in and it looked really pretty. So we're gonna try that. Oh, I didn't realize these big ones had another one in it. Oh, awesome. Oh, I've got more than enough. I don't know what to do about these little baby hairs back here. I can't get them to like stay. Okay, I've got 2 in. I will show you the rest of the process momentarily. All right, so I have like the bottom layer done. So I'm gonna kind of hit it with the blow dryer, and then I'll probably leave these in. I mean, why not, while I do my makeup, and we'll just see what the end result looks like. Fingers crossed. First time's a charm, right? Okay, they are all in. The only thing I'm thinking, I had like a medium one, and this, how do you get this out? It's so Velcro-y. I think I'm gonna do a larger one because I think I've got too much hair here. Like I can't get close enough to the root, you know what I mean? Maybe I'll stick with the smaller one. But we are all done. I feel like that took forever. So yeah, that looks exactly how it did, whatever. Good enough for now. I'm gonna go do my makeup, and oh, I gotta hit it with a blow dryer. Okay. I don't have a lot of faith in my work here. I gotta be honest, I really don't. Okay, little curl in there. This is just a mess. Look at, oh my gosh. Again, like the idea is just like bounce and curl. I guess it doesn't matter how pretty it is in the curlers, you know. Oh, by the way, I put a headband in to try to hold my hair out of my face. Trying to do makeup with these like all in my face was a nightmare. I gotta practice if I like this. I think I need to hit it with more heat too. It also said you could do it while your hair is still a little bit damp, and mine was definitely all the way dry. So I think it was a little bit damp, and it was kind of drying in this. It definitely would have held a little more curl, if you will. Again, it's not meant to like curl, but where am I gonna store all these? Jeez. Okay, final one. Okay. I think that was a huge waste of time. It did give a little volume. Okay, I'm gonna give it that. There is some volume. But if you have hair like mine that gets a little bit kinky, because my hair is naturally wavy-ish, curly-ish, those are still gonna be there. So I just feel like my hair looks like I just blow dried it and left it. It doesn't really look great. That was a huge waste of time. Let me know if you have any tips or tricks. I mean, I will obviously try it more than one singular time, and I'm gonna watch a couple more videos, but I just kind of feel a little underwhelmed. And I don't want to have to like do my hair beforehand to be able to enjoy it. Do you know what I mean? Like I don't want to have to do a ton more before this because I feel like at that point it kind of defeats the purpose, you know? So, all right, stacked some of these within each other. At least it'll store a little bit smaller. Okay, I'm in our family room. These little cabinets we recently had built, we absolutely love. They are an absolute mess. We kind of just threw things in there because that was generally where we wanted to keep arts and crafts stuff, coloring stuff, some of the toys for the kids to play with on this, like in this area of the house. And so anyway, it's a mess. Let me show you. Okay, toys, like this is not that bad. I mean, obviously it can be straightened up, but this does not, it makes me a little crazy, but not totally crazy. Well, let me refrain. One thing makes me crazy. Just pure open kinetic sand there. Like, no. So we're going to figure that out. The other thing is we have like some toys in here, and this used to have some, I mean, we've only had these cabinets for like a month or two. This had some semblance of organization. Like I wanted it open on the top where we could have a few toys out and then like some dress up stuff, whatever. I made the mistake of putting the arts and crafts stuff way back here, which doesn't work because it's way far in the corner, and also it's an absolute, I mean, this gives me hives. I mean, truly gives me hives. And we use stuff from here every single day. So I think what I'm going to do is move all of this to one of these two farther cabinets that are further into the room where we can get to it and access it easier. I'm also going to declutter a couple things. I know there's like just trash in that arts and crafts one too. So this is going to feel good. I got to get it done during nap time today. Hopefully she takes a decent nap, so I've got enough time to knock this out. This is my getting down to business hair, okay? There are a couple things, like, I don't even think this puppy works. We got it at a Goodwill, and it worked for a while, so I don't know if it needs new batteries or what, but I feel like half the time they try to use this, it doesn't work. So I'm like, perhaps we donate it. I don't know. We got random stuffies, but honestly, I feel like most of the stuffed animals could go in the girls' rooms. That's where they generally are anyway. Random toys. This was one. They always pretend to be going to space with this. It's like a little control. It's cute. Also, allergy season, oh my gosh, is in full force. This morning, I took Felicity to the park, met up with some people we knew there, and oh my gosh, it wasn't as bad. I will say it wasn't as bad while we were out there, but I'm laughing that I even attempted makeup on my nose because it has since been rubbed off. It's so sneezy McGeezy over here. Anyway, okay. Little makeup kit. Yeah, like this is a coloring book that should go with the arts and crafts stuff. This is going to feel, I know this is going to be incredible. And also just getting the right pieces where they go. Like this is a little cookie thing that goes over there with the little cookie sheet play toy, you know what I mean? This was from Disney World, and it was like a little Raja toy, the little tiger from Aladdin. It's got like these little pieces that go with it. I feel like they never play with these. I should say they sometimes do, but we also had one of them got a Pegasus, so they got each one. So they're adorable. So I at least should try to get all the pieces together, see if they'll play with it some more. Nice thing is I do have nieces and nephews, and like I was just seeing my sister the other day, and she was giving me clothes that like her girls had grown out of for my girls. Like it works out really well, and I feel like some toys like this are easy when they're in great shape. That's an easy thing to be able to pass on to a family member to see if any of my nieces and nephews would want to get a little life out of it, enjoy it, you know? Yeah, like that. Okay, I need to like organize my pile. So that's, I need to find the pieces for that. I think I'm just going to donate that. I don't even think they'll notice it's gone. I love a good Magna Doodle. Anyone else? All right, I'm going to get to work. I'll show you my end results. Hopefully we get it done. Okie dokie. Fast forward an hour. We did it. Got a bag full of trash and stuff. Just, you know, art projects that aren't worth keeping. We keep plenty. So here we are. Oh my gosh, so much better. This is definitely our most used stuff. Both of these girls love arts and crafts and just creating things. So we've got our Play-Doh. A lot of this was already in the bins. They just needed to be kind of glazed over. Some things that were just total, like paint that was totally empty. So we've got paint supplies, Play-Doh stuff, all kinds of other arts and craft little art boxes. The sand, so this is still open, but with this on top, I feel a little bit better. And basically we have 2 containers because anytime one of them wants to play with it, the other does. And then they can both kind of have their own separate things and then switch. It works out well. Little thing of stamps. And then we just got various things, coloring books, coloring things. And then paper, we've got some like workbook type school things, some dry erase things. That's pretty much that. That's a really good feeling. We also have like artsy stuff like cotton balls and things like that in a separate area in the basement because we don't use those quite as often. And when we kept that kind of stuff up here, this was an absolute disaster. So it works out really well that when we need those kinds of supplies, we can get them, but generally we keep it a little simpler. But and then over here, such a good feeling. Tyler's going to be ecstatic too. That was stressing both of us out. Here, I kind of glossed over the toys. Ooh, something's on in here. Oh, this little guy. There we go. So we've just got some toys in there, Took out some baby toys that neither of them play with, and then just have a few out that they can see and easily play with. Amazing. And then we really, this one has like one blanket in it. It's pretty much empty. And then over there, we just have some of our, as in Tyler's and my, craft items. So we both have like nice colored pencils, I don't know, things like that. You know what I mean? So anyway, but that one's mostly empty too. So yay, our two most used ones are way easier to get to here. We did it. All right, so I'm out here doing leftovers, literally from last night. And I need to get a little bit done for the remainder of her nap. I need to like do an I have a doctor's appointment tomorrow, so I need to do like an check-in thing, which honestly is nice. I'd much rather do it beforehand than have to like fill out a clipboard there. So, but I figured I'd end this vlog here. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you again to Nordstrom Rack for sponsoring this video. If you want to check out any of the items I showed earlier and tried on earlier in this video, I will link them down below along with my sizing information. Again, shop at your local Nordstrom Rack. They have so many cute items for amazing deals, so many big brand names, and I always find the cutest stuff there. I love you guys so much. I hope you check out some of my other vlogs, see if you missed them. I do upload a vlog every single week, so I will link my playlist for the weekly vlogs down below as well. I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, friends.